Your captain's score gets doubled every single game week. Get that one decision right against the grain, and it can be the biggest rank jump of your entire season. Here's a concept worth understanding, even though it's not an official FPL rule. It's just common strategy language most experienced managers use. Effective ownership is roughly how exposed you are to a player once you account for how many managers have them captained, not just owned. A player owned by a lot of people and captained by even more represents a bigger risk if you don't have them. Because when they haul, almost everyone gains and you're the one falling behind. Here's what going against the grain looks like when it actually pays off. Game week 9 last season was a below-average week across the board. The typical manager scored just 46 points total. Van der Ven at Tottenham was owned by just 17.6% of managers. He finished as the single highest-scoring player in the entire game week, 23 points. Anyone who captained him collected 46 points from the armband alone, in a week where the average manager's entire squad barely matched that. That's the whole case for a differential captain, not being different for its own sake, but recognizing a genuine opportunity the majority of the league missed entirely. And here's why that's genuinely risky. Not just a smart move waiting to be made. Haaland was the most captained player in 36 of 38 game weeks last season. Over 60% ownership on the captaincy alone. When a player is captained by that much of the league, going against him isn't just picking someone different, it's deliberately stepping away from what the overwhelming majority of your rivals are doing, which means if your alternative blanks and Haaland delivers, you lose ground to almost everyone at once. That's the trade you're making every time you go against a name like that. Here's the version that goes wrong. Waltermaid at Newcastle was the most transferred-in player in the game for 2 consecutive game weeks, the community's clear consensus differential pick, twice in a row. Neither week did he top the game week scoring charts. He finished the season with 108 points, just 3.3 points per game. The hype was real. The transfers in numbers prove it, but the returns that would have justified taking that risk on him never actually arrived. Chasing a differential because everyone else is suddenly buying them is the same mistake as chasing the popular pick blindly. You're still following the crowd. You've just picked a smaller, louder crowd instead. Going against the grain makes sense when the numbers genuinely support it. A significantly better fixture, stronger underlying stats, guaranteed minutes, maybe penalty duties. It doesn't make sense just because a player is trending on social media or had one big week already. And your overall rank position matters too. If you're protecting a lead, the safe, popular captain usually protects you back. If you're chasing, that's exactly when a well-chosen risk is worth taking. Don't ask who the least owned captain option is. Ask which captain actually gives you the best balance of upside and evidence. Follow this series on FPL360.com, links in the comments.